TafeTonight. I'm Dick Ontoppé. Startling revelations as we lift the lid on tonight's story. Learning experiences, the full semester stories. Our reporter went undercover and asked hard-hitting questions. Here's Helga Haagendaas with the story.
Oh, guten Himmel! Helga Haagendaas reporting for TafeTonight. In a world full of bits and bytes, where if you're not careful you can get your Unix caught in your windows. Ooh, guten Himmel! That happened to me only last week at the Yahoo on Kinghorn Street. Mein Gott, $16 for a Google lesson cocktail. It's enough to send your Lederhausen up your recycle bin. At the TAFE Campus Institute in Nara, a group of students have been using some exciting new media software and I was going to interview them, but due to Dairy Cream releasing another 12 flavors of ice cream, guten Himmel, I couldn't fit through the doors of quality education. So I paid a student to interview them for me. We asked the students a series of hard-hitting questions, and here were their responses. This is Helga Haagendaas. Heben, Heiben, Huben, Gluben, reporting for TafeTonight. How has new media software changed your life?
To alerted me to the fact there's a hell of a lot of stuff out there I don't know anything about.
Well, I've learnt quite a number of new skills which will help me later on when I'm learning web development.
Well, it's definitely made my life easier, but I wouldn't say it's changed my life.
I spend all day on the computer now because the new software that comes out, there's always an update for it, so some always know about it.
So this includes like Facebook and YouTube, wiki spaces?
Oh, everything.
Everything. Okay.
Apart from Bebo.
Yeah, no, because nobody uses that.
Well, once we found out about Moodle, I can see all sorts of new directions for teaching. It's great. Wiki was fabulous though, because you can actually contact the students and they can put their work up there and they don't need to be in class. So that was a really good software package to have a look at.
Well, for me, new media has given me the opportunity to explore brand new worlds like Flickr and what's the other one we used? Wiki spaces. Now, Flickr for me is great because I can post pictures of myself and then people can look at me. And then when it comes to wiki spaces, I can talk about myself and people can read all about me, so it's just brilliant.
Okay, that's great.
And if I don't want people to give me nasty comments, I just disable it. So it's a real feel-good experience all around, quite frankly.
Good on you.
I don't do housework anymore.
What software have you used?
Let's pick Photo Story 3 for example, which is what you were introduced to last week. What did you think of Photo Story 3?
I thought it was very interesting and very useful because I had come prepared by chance and I had some good photos of an experience I had when I was overseas and I was able to put those with the help of others in the class, which I find is very good. The teacher is very helpful and so are the other students.
So this program, you think you might use that at home?
I will once I become more competent.
And the actual finished product that we saw last week in class, were you happy with the results?
I was very pleased to have your photos running as a video and with music. I felt really good about it.
And once you became more competent with that program at home, for example, do you think you might use some of your own music or use the music that the program has?
Once I've learned how to attach the music, I'm not really very competent or computer literate, but I'm trying to learn. Even at this age, I think it's great to know what's out there to be learnt.
I only use the software we've used in class, haven't really understood it, but I've been pretty impressed at how people, the younger ones, you folks who are familiar with it, are able to communicate with each other.
It's PaintShop Pro and Photoshop.
And in terms of new media software, what software have you used?
Wikispaces, Flickr, Windows Media Player.
Do you find them easier to use than others?
Oh, Wikispaces is pretty easy.
I've used Photo Story, Flickr, YouTube, Blogger, a variety of others.
Photo story.
God. Probably Facebook.
Facebook, okay. And why do you prefer Facebook?
Because of the amount of application has with, like, you can play poker with all your mates, plus with people all around the world. There's loads of other advantages, a bit like Twitter, you could say.
Well, I've used most of them now. Didn't love blog. No. Really like Wiki.
Okay.
But yes, then once I found out about Moodle, everything got superseded. I like the photo story. I think that should be really good. And the movie maker too.
YouTube.
Okay. And out of those two that you just mentioned, which one did you prefer, do you think?
Both good. And YouTube, I can, for example, I use YouTube to listen to music before I download it if I like or not. And the photo story I found really easy compared with a slideshow.